once they all go in and out together, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and release them. So I'll give them about another 2 weeks to cage train, and they'll all be ready to fly. I got the 13 birds in here that I've weaned from the breeder loft, and I have the rest of them already ready to come and join these birds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm already gonna form the team, log down the team, make a list of the birds that are on the team, their color patterns, so that I could have it with me all the time I fly those birds. In the future, when they start performing, I could kind of have an idea which one's which. I'm gonna go ahead and use the orange bands. They're the snap-on bands, and this team right here of youngsters, I'm gonna go ahead and do 21 birds in this team of youngsters, and they're gonna have the orange band. The previous years, I'll just go ahead and throw the youngsters in and mob fly them. This year, I'm gonna breed out 3 teams, and the first 21 birds are gonna form a first team. The second round of 21 birds will be a second team, and the third round of 21 birds will be a third team, and I'm done there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start flying them, resting them, fly another one, and then that team's gonna rest again, and then the second team's gonna rest. So they're gonna end up flying one day, resting 2 days, and they'll be flying on the third day. The reason for that is later on, as they develop, I want to start messing with the feeds to see how can I manipulate the young birds. But for the meanwhile, I'm gonna be feeding them a good 16% mix, and they're gonna go by that. So I'm gonna go ahead and control the fly time and control the feed as they get older. But for the meantime, this team is gonna be the orange snap-on bands. They're gonna have this orange snap-on bands. Got the orange band now. All I gotta do is fly them, and then if I see an orange band on the team that's not supposed to, then the bird slipped in there, and I can identify it real quick. So pretty simple. And now, like I did with the first group of youngsters, I'm gonna go ahead and handle the birds, transfer all their information onto the logbooks, and then go ahead and band them with the orange snap-on bands. And then I'll go ahead and take them and join them with the team, and that right there will be my first youngster team that I put together, and they will stay together till I decide to separate them for whatever reason, whether performance, whatever reason I need to take them apart from that team. So they're gonna go ahead and get accustomed with the first round of birds and become a team. And now my concentration will be to form my second team. This right here, he had caught his foot on the grating. Luckily I caught it on time. That was a good thing to, keep an eye on all your pairs every day. I do it twice a day before I go to work and when I come back home from work. But anyways, his foot got swollen, so I had to clip off the number band on this one. This band number is 5. His band number was 514, and but I was able to save him. So this bird is it's still feathering underneath. So birds like this, I'll go ahead and start letting them out. Even though they're still feathering underneath, they're almost fully feathered. I'll let him out on his own to roam around the loft to get used to the rest of the babies or the rest of the squabs. But before I leave to work, I'll go ahead and put them back in with the parents. Here's a good example of a squab that still needs time inside the nesting box with the parents. As you can see that the feathers aren't 100% out of the stem. As you can see there, they're still feathering underneath the wings and underneath the body feathers. You can still see that they need feathering there. And you can still see the little yellow hairs on there, so that tells me in a few days they'll be ready and then I'll be able to let them out as well. But for the most, it's a healthy baby. You can see it's a healthy baby. It's very alert, and I'll put them back inside with the parents, and in a few days I'll let them out with the rest of the birds. Here are some of the things that I kind of like to look for in my youngsters to tell me that they're ready to get weaned. So they're fully feathered out, nice and strong, no defects in them, just a straight healthy pigeon. I like to look inside their throats and see if I see anything. All right, so I went ahead and completed the team. There's 21 youngsters up in the cage training. And what's gonna happen, the first round of birds that are already trained will make it easier for the second round of birds to get trained to go in and out of the loft. Once they all go in and out together, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and release them. So I'll give them about another 2 weeks to cage train, and they'll all be ready to fly. So maybe around the last week of February is when I'll let them out. And then hopefully by that time I will already start the second team of youngsters cage training. So I'm hoping that maybe by, I don't know, maybe the end of March I'll be done with my breeding and I'll have the 3 teams.